here in Vegas for one day to see if the comps are worth it. Welcome to the Holy Roller, where it's all about playing craps and winning free cruises. I'm going to show you what it's all about, so let's get rolling. Waiting for an Uber is absolutely crazy right now. Oh my gosh. All right, here in Vegas for one day on a comped room at the Sahara. Want to show you around the room here. Oh wow, look how far back it goes. First thing I wanted to do was straighten this, but it's not movable. It doesn't move. It's supposed to be crooked like that. There's a little restroom there. We've got a whole crowd cheering us on here. Hey, what's up everybody? Wanted to just jump in and do a little video that might be a little bit different today. And this is what it's about. It's about a comp room in Vegas versus a comped cruise. Which is better? I just came for one day. I could be here for 3 days because I had a 3-night, but I happen to know that the comps in Vegas versus the comps that you could get on a cruise, I prefer the comps on a cruise. And the reason why is this. Yeah, you could get some great comps in Vegas, but you have to spend a lot of money to get those comps. And when you're on a cruise, playing craps on a cruise to win a free cruise, I really feel like that you can get a comped cruise, which is worth like a couple $1,000 for a couple $100. I think the difference is in Vegas, and I could be wrong, but in my experience, the Vegas comp system seems to be spend a couple $1,000 to get a couple $100 worth of comps. And on a cruise, it's spend a couple $100 to get a couple $1,000. But I wanted to tell you a story. I'm gonna put my email right here, so maybe you can email me your story if you want to record it like on your phone and then send me a video. If you have a great story at Craps, send an email, and I want to do some stories every once in a while. I want to tell you this story about what happened today while I was playing craps. I went to the crapless table. Now, if you don't know what a crapless table is, it has the 2, 3, 11, and 12 on the ends. So if you have a come out roll of a 2, that is your point, and you have to roll a 2 in order to win. Now, you can place the 3, the 11, the 2, the 12 as place bets on the table. And when you do that, it pays pretty well. I mean, it was a $10 minimum. And the funny thing is I walked up to the table, there was nobody there because crapless, right? I walked up to the table and it was $25. I'm like, hey, I'll play for 10. If it's $10, I'll play. And they go, you know what? I'll let you play for 10. So I was playing crapless for 10, and $10 on the 3 paid $27. And so I have this dice set that I use where I feel like I can hit a 4, a prominent 4, 3, 10. Let me grab the dice. I'll show you what it is. All right, let's talk about this. Okay, so pretty much however I get the dice, I set it up like this, and then I set it up like this. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 1 set. And so it has the 4, it has the 3, it has the 10, and it has the 11. So as long as I can keep these on access, I can hit the 3 or the 4. And so I usually go for the 4, but because I usually play on the don't pass, I'll use this set and hopefully hit the 3, right? To get paid on the don't pass, but then usually get the 4, which is a great don't pass point. As long as you're getting your dice to roll like this, and if they land like that, I think it's a higher probability. And if you were at the table and seen how many 3s I rolled with this set, 3s, 4s, 10s, and 11s, I know some people say it's all random, it doesn't matter. So yeah, it's all random, and I randomly throw a 4, 3, 10, or 11 when I use this set. Well, anyway, that's how it goes. I wanted to tell you a little bit about what happened. There's no don't pass. There's just the pass line, and like I said, all the numbers. You win on a 7, pass line winner on a come out, but not 11. If you roll an 11, it becomes the point. And you don't lose your pass line on a 2, 3, 12 because that becomes the point. So I thought to myself, well, if I roll a 7, and why not just roll an 11 if I could? So I literally just put $10 on the 7 or on the pass line and $10 on the yo, and I said, let my yo or my 11, let it be working. Rolled it, literally, this is crazy, rolled it and it hit an 11 right off the bat. So I won $27 and the point was 11. So I put, I think I took it down and put it as odds. And then I rolled another 11, back-to-back 11. Now that doesn't happen all the time. And I do have an 11 set. And I mean, it's pretty much, I mean, what is it? Pretty much you take the 11 and you have it where it is like this. So you pretty much have the 11s facing you, the 3s on the other side, as long as the dice stay on axis. But anyway, grabbed it, threw it, hit the 11, back-to-back 11s, winner 11, and won 2 11s in a row. And it was pretty amazing, right? But that's not the end of the story, okay? Because obviously I did some 3s and I used that one dice set I showed you. So I literally did 11 and a 3, and then I was rolling and I won, and then I put a $10 4 and 10, and then hit that a couple times. But man, I was hitting the 3s, boom, boom, boom. And what's funny is today happens to be Groundhog Day, and if you ever saw the Groundhog Day movie, it was like the same thing was repeating over and over. And the thing that I started doing is I'm like, I better press this 3. So then I went to $25 on the 3, hit the 3 again. And it was pretty amazing. It was pretty awesome. But that's not the end of the story, because after I was done rolling, my brother actually rolled. He did a great job hitting some numbers. He rolled the longest he's ever rolled, which I think was like 5 rolls. No, I'm just playing. That's for him. But no, he did a really good job. It had to be over 10 rolls. It was definitely above average, but he was hitting the 11 and, well, the 7 on the come out. Then he was hitting the 11 and the 3, which that's what I was betting, these far out numbers, these extreme outside numbers. So we made a lot of money tonight. But the thing about it is, after I was done rolling, after he was done rolling, this guy comes up, it's his birthday, and he has the all tall small. So we all have it has the all tall small, which is, if you make the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then if you make the 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the small would be the small numbers, and then the 8 through 12 would be the big numbers or the tall numbers. And then if you made them all, and so it pays 30 to 1, 30 to 1, and then it all pays 150 to 1. And so we had this guy where we were playing that. He rolled his first number on the come out was a 12. And I was like, oh my gosh, that like you have to hit a 12 again in order to win, pass or win, right? And so we're put some money on the 12, hoping that it hit. He hits, he starts hitting all the numbers, boom, 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 and the 3 over and over. It was amazing. He was hitting even the 3 over and over, and then he only needed a 4 and a 12, right? So he hit all the numbers, didn't have the tall or the small, and needed a 4 or a 12. And he was rolling, boom, boom, boom. He rolled over 31 times. I think we were counting. He was counting. He had a little system that he counted, but he rolled 31 times, and then the 7 came, and it was amazing how the 7 came. You say this superstition of like when people buy in when the puck is on. Well, there's a guy. He walked up like in the middle of the roll, and he was just waiting. He's like, "No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait." And he was just sitting there, and that's the worst when you're sitting there waiting and the roll just goes over and over and over. And he said, it was like something like some big payout happened, some like where everybody was on the same number or something, and there was a little lull in the game, and he goes, "Hey, I'll go ahead and buy in. I'll go ahead and buy in since it's slow." And he said, "Since it's slow, I'll go ahead and buy in, but I'm not gonna bet. I'm not gonna bet." And so he bought in. And he said he wasn't gonna bet, and so it was no big deal. until the 7 came, the next roll after he did that. So anyway, if you're superstitious or if you've just been around the game enough, you know it should be proper etiquette not to buy in when the puck is on. Now, some people don't even care about that, and that's fine. You say it's not you say it's totally superstition, forget about etiquette. But I always relate it to, like, if somebody was playing volleyball or ping pong, say there was like 2 people playing ping pong, and you just grab a ping pong paddle and say, I'm on in, and start trying to hit the ball. It's like, what are you talking about? So this is the thing about the story that's pretty crazy. He 7'd out. It went around, I think 2 other people rolled, and then they're like, and it was bad. It was just like 0.7 out, like just a couple rolls. And they said, just give it back to that guy. So everybody passed it back to the guy that almost had to get the 12 and the 4. So he rolls, come out 4. So that's the only number he didn't roll. And the funny thing, he said, I've never rolled this long without getting the 4. And so he rolled the 4 on the come out. Second number he rolled was a 12. So it was like, you know, that guy that bought in, everybody's like looking at him. It's like, this is kind of weird because that happened. But anyway, I just wanted to share that story because it was a pretty amazing story. Now, he bought in for like 600. I think he left with like 2,000, which was, you know, awesome. I think all of us were up at the table as long as we were betting. And that's the thing. I think sometimes when you're betting, you know, or not betting, you're just watching these rolls go by and you're like, man, maybe I should bet, maybe I should bet. And that's why you just got to jump in when you're there for the monster roll. It's awesome to be there for the monster roll. And you have to play in such a way to be there for the monster roll. And that's why I wanted to say to you that I played on Crapsless, which means you can't hedge your bets on Crapsless. It's all in on the light side. There is no don't pass. And so I figured some of you would be proud of me for being not hedging my bets in that way. But the reason why I hedge my bets on a regular table is so that I can be there for the monster roll. So I thought it would be a cool story to tell you that I wasn't hedging my bets and I was there for the monster roll. So congratulations to me. But hey, I want to hear your stories. Now, if you don't want to be on video, just record either verbally or type out your story if you'd like, and send it to the email. And I'd love to share it sometime. And we'll do these videos, these stories every once in a while. All right, but anyway, that's all I have for you today. So feel free to watch this video, and I hope to see you cruising and rolling on a craps table soon. See ya.